So they'll be calling you a radical. So the salmon catastrophe that's going on in Alaska, the Chinook host Fukushima. You can deny my work all you want. Go ahead, because I have empirical data to back me up now. Because we've had 10 years of data. They count every day. Now get this. The Nushagak, which is the big one. That's the one I really heavily like to watch. That and of course the Kenine. And so the Nushagak, the day I put up that video and tagged it Nushagak, Fukushima News, Nushagak, acute radical catastrophe, and Alaska fish counts have not posted a number since. That's been a couple weeks ago. So the last day on that run is tomorrow. Now I'll post the link and you can look at it for yourself. So as low as these numbers have been post 2016, now why 2016? Chinook salmon go to sea for 5 years. On cue, just like Kevin Blanch hypothesized. This is the smoking gun of Fukushima, is the salmon. Because the half-pounders, by the way, the Hutley test nets numbers are out today. Me and Tim Martin's been up there. You know, they test net. 120 pools. 10 a day for 12 days. Ha, they got 50. I mean, it's a catastrophe. So, I mean, a catastrophe. So, the steelhead go to sea 1 to 2 years. Yes, they live in the ocean. They started to crash on cue in 2012. Post Fukushima. Big fish eat little fish. You broke the chain. I said, smoking gun will be the Chinook. Because why? We had record numbers in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Everybody's laughing at me. Hey, I told you Blanche, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, whoa, back up. I'm like, well, you believe me when they crash in 2016? Will you believe me then? Well, I said this had happened standing right here in 2011, March of 2011. March 11th and 12th and every day thereof. You know, you can kettle my work. You can blackball me. You know, I guess that's their answer. I was talking to a bigwig in the media today in Utah. And I'm like, why are you going after me so hard? Well, you guys, literally, you take my comments out, you shadow. He says, these guys are scared to death of you. You're the only one that's doing this. These guys are afraid of you. Don't you? I says, that's how effective an activist you are. They're scared of you. I guess the world's afraid of the truth. So, here we go again, just like when I used to hold Army Corps engineers, those dirt bags, I used to hold their feet to the fire on the Chinook salmon numbers on the Columbia. And so what did they do? They pulled the live cam in 2016. Remember 2015, the grandstand, record returns, record returns, record returns. I says, wait a minute. They'll crash it. Will you believe me when they crash in 2016? Why? Because Chinook salmon go to sea for 5 years. They're the hollow beasts, like again, of the ocean. First came the god of Chinook. Now, everybody's all, the coho numbers, oh God, don't even get me going. They'll eat anything. No. This is in symphony with the whale number collapse on the grays and the humpbacks. This is in symphony with the wasting disease on the starfish. This is all consistent data. The heat bubble over the western United States, the Great Drought, 2011. You can go right there, you know, but empirical data matters. We have empirical. First you hypothesize the knowledge, then you do the field. 12 years of field work, all new knowledge will be persecuted. Kevin Blanch, one of the new Semmelweis. Germ theory. Little Mizzle, they put him in a rubber room, beat him to death. He was right the whole time, and he proved it. You have to do the work. You can't sit back and write and regurgitate and spin. That's not science. And these people that are throwing out PhDs like toilet paper, those are not PhDs. I mean, academia's gone. You have to have field work. I showed you mine. Show me yours. So the Nushagak hasn't posted a number since the day I did that video. Surprise, surprise. It's a fact that the Army Corps of Engineers has classified Kevin Blanch. I mean, you think I'm an effective grassroots activist? Well, that's what he says. When they're actually afraid of you, why are they so afraid of me? They can't handle the truth. They don't want the truth. Why? Why are they protecting? Who are they protecting? Really, honestly. So in Alaska, these numbers are catastrophe. So they haven't posted one for a couple weeks. That's unheard of. They never do that, ever. These numbers are so catastrophically low on the Nushagak, which is the big. Last I checked, the day that I put it, they're sitting at 31,000. In comparison, the worst year was 44,000. We're talking for that date. Look, these are numbers that were in the hundreds, many hundreds of thousands just in 2015. That's called an outlier. Look, we don't count dead humans in bone marrow transplant units. Oh, Kevin Flash does. I was almost one of them. We don't count dead tide pools. My tide pool work alone is a Nobel Prize. Historic low tide, up and down in California. I was just talking to a guy today. He says, gosh, the marine biologist in the high desert of Utah, a guy I went to college with. Amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. I was right. I hypothesized that full-blown out meltdowns are going to lie, they're going to cover this thing up. It's going to break the eco chain. It's going to put a heat source into the Pacific Ocean. You're telling me that 3 full core meltdowns freaking melted down and 8 SMET fuel pools, including Mox fuel, with unbelievable hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds of SMET fuel, blown to fucking smithereens. Of course, they've never been able to get to. They don't even know where these at. And, they're going to catch the water. Oh. You telling me there's no byproduct for that? That's the greatest mental illness in human history. For every action, there's a reaction. The greatest action in human history. The bomb? No. The meltdowns of Fukushima, Japan. Oh, and they're still trying to tell you Chernobyl. Winston. 1 is more than 3. 1 is actually more. 1 is more than 11. 2 plus 2. It's like I talked to hip kids. I got, these big wigs in Utah. I said, I got news for you fucks. I told you, just like this. 2 plus 2 is still 4. It's still 4. You can panic bank. You can cover. You have no credibility. So they haven't posted a number. Runs over tomorrow, but as of 2 weeks ago, it was such an epic catastrophe. Unbelievable. I mean, it's sickening. We go all the way from the Kenai, the Nushagak, the Fraser, the mighty Columbia, fucking the Rogue, the Jedediah Smith in symphony. Jedediah Smith has no dams. It's in symphony with the rest of them. All started to collapse. They're dying at sea. It's symphony with this anchovies and sardine. I ran into a guy from Monterey the other day. Oh, God, isn't it something that great comeback on that show? What are you talking about, Crank Baba? Since Doc Ricketts. What, they come back? You're doing comparative trashing in the 50s? Hello, what did you get into the present? You're living in the past, buddy. Look it up. What the anchovies and sardines have clapped post Fukushima. 99%. Big fish, it's just one. What a journey I've had. And what I've been up against. I was right the whole time. But don't run to Greenpeace, run to one of these political freaks that are all the same and throw them some money. What they going to do for you? Republican, Democrat alike. Biden, Trump, Obama, none of them ever mentioned Fukushima. So really, who owns the country? The nuclear energy emperors have no clothes. So the Nushagak, I haven't seen a number. It hasn't been paused. I'm like, really? Here we go again. So hopefully somebody up there can watch this video and say, hey, I got them. Here they are. But they were running an epic catastrophe. Well, and this with no fishing. So... But they're still fishermen who can't fish. They're still lined up on the freaking mouth of the road by the hundreds. The big derby. I haven't got the numbers on the derby yet. They had a derby this weekend. I haven't got the number on what won it and how many was that, but the rumor is they caught 40. They should be catching 4,000 easy. This has not been going like this for years. That's bullshit. Look up the numbers. The data's there. We had record returns on all these said rivers. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go look right at the Army of Engineers' own videos. And do you know the live cam is still out to this day on the bottom of it? Magic. I used to call them all the time. I got the email. Somebody inside says, here, look at this. I posted it online. You're classified. Grassroots activist who's full of cancer is this effective. The most effective activist in modern history. John Arthur. Shadow banning's their answer. Freaking kettling. Put Kevin Watch's toothpaste back in the tube. I flipped that bottle behind my back and broke it with a freaking bat. So, big story. The Nushagak, and that's the big one. That's the one I really like. It gets the most. Chinook. It gets hundreds of thousands. It was sitting at 31,000 2 weeks ago, which is absolute. That's by volume, not by, or excuse me, by number, not by volume. By weight, they're small, they're skinny. This is a catastrophe. And in science, we call that an outline. Oh, I have the data. The data backs up all Kevin Blanch's work. It's unarguable facts now. What a project they got going here. Holy cow. What a project. I stood right there. Told you, don't believe them, don't believe them. These are full plant. Now it's 10, 12 years from now, my data will come out. How about all the work that I've done? Open heart surgery twice. There's my new pacemaker. Fuck. What a PhD. Greatest PhD in human history. Bar none. What credit do I get for it? I get nothing. I get a bill for a couple $1 million. What a journey. I would have never believed it. It's the new Semawise. Throw me in a room, beat me to death. They've tried. So, stay in tune. All great new knowledge will be persecuted. Wow. Unarguable data. Unarguable data. We have an outlier in 2011. Something happened in the Pacific Ocean, happened to Western North American ecology in 2011. Did a meteor hit the Earth? We have 900 XLDs. Oh, 3 full core meltdowns. The nuclear energy emperors, they have no fucking clothes. Stay in tune.